Beyond the podcast of 1984. Beyond the podcast of 1984. Beyond the podcast of 1984.
Greetings from outer space. This is the bizarre alien, and you're listening to Beyond the podcast of 1984. Wee! Hey. Yep, me again, your endoparasitic mutant host, the bizarre alien here. And unfortunately, I just did an episode, and I recorded over it because I did a terrible job on it. I'm going to attempt to do another episode about that particular subject, or just maybe throw it in here. But anyways, it was talking about Pride Month, and the topic of gay, bi, lesbian, trans people. So just to cut it short, I am totally cool with everybody. If you're a good person, that's what I judge. And if you're offended that I am very cool with above mentioned types of people, then you're welcome. You don't have to listen to my podcast. You don't have to be my friend. But if you want to be my friend, just because maybe you have a different opinion about people, that's fine. But, I really appreciate you not being so hateful, because everybody is different in this world, and I know what it's like. And I'm not going to go into this big detail like I did in my episode that I tried to do, that I screwed up on majorly. I just want to say that I'm cool with everybody. Well, not everybody, not every single person in the world, but hey, man, you know what? We're all different. I'm different, you're different. We all have different opinions, different beliefs, non-beliefs, whatever. I will say that the over-commercialization of the so-called Pride Month is kind of ridiculous, and I'm not dissing on individuals, but, the whole corporate sponsorship, it's good, but at the same time, it's like, do these corporations actually really care? Because, you go back even, 15 years, they probably didn't care about, oh, man, public pressure, whatever it is, but it's like, my thing is just, whatever, just try to be cool with each other, man, because you know what, we're all different, and this life is short, and especially with how I've been feeling lately, I've been thinking a lot of my mortality, and I do get pretty upset, which honestly is a waste of time. It also doesn't help with my blood pressure, which thankfully my last doctor's visit, actually the time before, because I've been there several times, has gone down. So anyhow, my whole point is, and we all just get along. And we're not always going to agree on the same thing, man. But like I said, I'm totally cool. I also want to add the quote unquote non-binary people. I don't freak out, because I'm different too. We're all different. I have my opinions, but my show is talking about a lot of stuff that I like, that makes me really happy. And every so once in a while, I might mention something that gets me a little upset. But for the most part, I'm talking about, where I'm at. Like right now, I'm upstairs in my house. I'm in a place that I really enjoy being. In fact, I come up here sometimes and I just sit here and look at my movies. This is where I have my massive, crazy movie collection. And which, of course, these films are made by all kinds of people. And before I forget, before I move on to whatever this show is going to be about, I just want to say, transvestites, drag queens, whatever. Love y'all. Be cool. If you're an asshole, doesn't matter what you are. An asshole is an asshole. And don't forget that, okay? I enjoy having many friends at different walks of life, and I hope to always, because I think it's healthy. And some of us definitely don't agree with the opinions, our own opinions or whatever. I can't even think straight. Duh. We all have different opinions, and that's fine with me. But I'm going to say, if you're just a total hate monger, then you're probably not my friend. So, whatever. I know all the cool people and strangers alike are listening to the show, and I really appreciate it. And I'm sounding very boring right now because I'm actually very chill. This is the first time in a while that I don't feel horrible. They about 2 weeks ago they started me on another pill. What is it called? Glipizoid or glipizide. I can't remember. I just looked at it. I can't even remember what it's called. It's yet another pill for diabetes and other problems, and it's been screwing with me really bad. It's been giving me almost every time what feels like the beginning of a migraine. I feel like crap. So I had to call a consulting nurse yesterday afternoon, and I have a... Yeah, I'm boring. I don't care. Thank you. We're going to get to the point in a moment, to the show. I do this in every episode. The introduction. Duh. Anyhow, I have an appointment Wednesday, very early. And thankfully, the place is a lot closer than the other place that I usually go to. So we're going to figure it out, and hopefully I get this problem solved. And hopefully get my freaking, my blood glucose testing device thing working again, because they asked me to test it for the next few days, see what my levels are, and unfortunately, it's not working. So right now, I've got all these, holes all over my arm, which is great. So anyways, moving along. So I'm upstairs in my house, and I'm looking around. Got all my little keyboards here, my big keyboards, my guitars, my ukulele, my bass, my acoustic guitar, 2 amps, bunch of pedals, Korg mini synths, homemade noise destruction machines, created by my friend Shannon. Lots of movies. Saddest thing up here, of course, looking at the memorial boxes, 4 of my kitties, long gone. I miss you guys. Always makes me sad looking at them. But your spirits are here, and I love you always, guys. This makes me happy because I come up here sometimes, especially if I'm feeling really frustrated. I'll just come up here and I'll sit down in front of my movies, and it chills me out. So yeah, as I'm looking around here, and a little brief description. So you go over here, and a bunch of Troma films, all on DVD. I think that I have 1 Troma Blu-ray. No, I have 2. In fact, I need to take the other one and put it over here. It's a Troma release, but I have it sitting with my other Blu-rays. Kind of a random mess. All the Phantasm movies. And then I got M. Night Shyamalan. Got 2 Ray Dennis Steckler collections. And then up here, this is where we started with our... What is it? Sukuban Deca horror films. Yo-Yo Girl Cop. Then it goes all the way down, all these samurai films. Got the Peaky Blinders collection, which came out years ago. Comes with a CD, it's pretty cool. I've got some Seijun Suzuki films. Got a bunch of... they got these public domain Sonny Chiba double features. In fact, the Street Fighter, Return of the Street Fighter, it was the very first DVD that I got. I got it at Suncoast in, I think it was 2000. Instead of getting the game, I ended up getting a DVD because I was so excited. And I wanted to watch DVDs really bad, and I've been addicted ever since, although I've kind of a lot more Blu-rays now. But slowly building up my Sonny Chiba collection. In fact, I'm going to have to move some stuff when I bring up my other set, because I got this other set a couple of months ago, Sonny Chiba Volume 1 collection, which is nice because it's all uncut, completely in Japanese with English subtitles, unlike those other cheap ones they put out years ago that were all cut. But anyways, moving here and all these Kenji Fukasaga films, a lot of stuff by him. A lot of Westerns, Italian, some American. I think I got a couple Spanish Westerns. Then I got a lot of samurai films. Got the Zatoichi, the Blind Swordsman collection, Lone Wolf and Cub. Don't have that on a Blu-ray, but I got the the box set that came out years ago, the 6 films. And then I've got the entire, what is it? Sleepy Eyes of Death collection, which is really awesome. I highly recommend that series. It's really cool. Of course, Lady Snowblood, a whole bunch of stuff. A lot of sci-fi. I'm looking over here. My comedy. I feel like two pretty big. It's funny that I actually have more comedy than I thought. A whole bunch of different comedy, which I count. This should probably be in my. I don't know if I should put this in my documentary section, but like Nardwar, the Human Serviette. I've got both the collections of those. I love that guy. Got a lot of comedies here. Kevin Smith, of course. Horror comedy. A little bit of horror comedy mixed in there. You get out of there. And a cat getting into stuff. Get out of there. Tommy Wiseau, of course. They got all these Bond, a bunch of James Bond films. They got a big action section. And then the section is really crazy is my horror. I have a lot of horror films, so I need to get another shelf or something and just organize up here. But I have a lot of stuff. I've got, unfortunately, I don't have any old stuff. Probably the oldest horror I have is like maybe back the 60s. Going back to the 60s, which, actually, no. See, the oldest stuff I got, I consider that horror is like The Birds, Alfred Hitchcock.
You're still afraid?
Stop it now! I mean it!
He's coming to get you, Barbara.
Stop it! You're ignorant!
He's coming for you, Barbara.
Stop it! You're acting like a
He's
child!
coming for you. Look, here he comes.
Now he'll hear you!
Here he comes now. I'm getting out of here, PCA. Tune in to PCA's Podcast Weekly on Beyond the Podcast of 1984. BTP 1984.com. Beyond the Podcast of 1984.
Beyond the Podcast of 1984.
And, yes, and today we'll be showing you some wonderful products we have here on our infomercial. Anyways, I'm just talking kind of mellow. I'm kind of zoned out right now, but I'm feeling pretty decent. Action. Love action. Love movies, man. Get a lot of movies, get a lot of horror here. Two different versions of Megan. I thought that was a fun movie. I got the Blu-ray DVD combo, which Jesus. Damn cat. I love cats. Pain in the ass. Couldn't knock it stuff over, Brett. Anyhow, we now return you to the regularly scheduled episode of Beyond the Podcast of 1984, where the Bizarre Alien is telling you about his movie collection. And if you find this boring, then go ahead and click out from your browser and go look up something else. I'm sure you'll find something more dazzling and exciting, because he's kind of zoned out right now, as he stated. We now return you to Beyond the Podcast of 1984. Get out of here. Okay. As I was saying before I was rudely interrupted. So we're here upstairs in my house, and I'm talking about my movie collection. I would actually listen to somebody's podcast talking about the movies, because I love watching videos and listening to stuff. People talking about the movie collections, because I'm that kind of nerd. Anyhow, we're at action. Bunch of Steven Seagal films, some Stallone, of course, Miami Connection, which is awesome. I love that movie. Some Jason Statham. I got kind of mixed up over there. I got a bunch of Van Damme films. Of course, all 4 John Wicks. Boy, this is a really boring episode, isn't it? Thanks, I really appreciate it. I'm just trying to make up for my last episode. So the holy section right up here is my post-apocalypse collection. And, we start with Mad Max. Then we got Mad Max 2, a.k.a. The Road Warrior, Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome, Mad Max Fury Road. Then it goes on and on and on, a bunch of random stuff like Cherry 2000, A Boy and His Dog, Oblivion, The Book of Eli, which being the nerd I am, I didn't realize I have 3 releases of that. I have the DVD, the Blu-ray, and then the Steelbook. I'm like, I thought about getting rid of the regular Blu-ray and then the DVD, and I'm like, forget it. I'm a geek. I love that. I really love that movie. Of course, The Road, Exterminators of the Year 3000, Tooth and Nail, British comedy, post-apocalypse called The Bed Sitting Room, I love. The Rover, awesome. Hell Comes to Frogtown. Whole bunch of stuff, man. Steel Dawn, Raiders of Atlantis, post-apocalyptic collection, which is, Enzo G. Castellari. 1990, The Bronx Warriors, Escape from the Bronx, and The New Barbarians. And you could argue that the first 2 films aren't really post-apocalypse, but they are kind of this fascist future. But I mean, I love, I got a lot of stuff. Dead End Drive-In, which pretty cool. In the Aftermath, Turkey Shoot, Damnation Alley, Children of Men, Bleak Future, Bellflower, Le Dernier Combat, aka The Last Battle, which is one of the greatest French films ever made, and that was by the gentleman, Luc Besson. I believe that was his first film, and I love it. There's no dialogue, and it's great. Got a movie here, I don't know if people are familiar with it. It's called Hell. I don't remember if this is a German film. Let's see. Wow. It's a widescreen version, language. It is German. It's a German film called Hell. I got Desert Warrior. It's like a Dollar Tree release. Lou Ferrigno, badass. Really fun movie, Warriors of the Lost World. I got a whole bunch of different versions of it's the same movie, but the covers are all different, like Mad Max. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different versions. Got the Road Warrior on VHS, and then the first DVD that came out a long time ago, the generic Blu-ray special edition. Very nice Blu-ray / 4K. And then, a bunch of movies like Death Sport and Battle Truck. And what do we got here? Bellflower, I think I already said that. That's not a post-apocalypse film, but they make a reference to Lord Humongous. So, hey, you know what? It's a great movie. Definitely want to get on Blu-ray sometime. Moving over here, we have I don't know, what's the whole point of this episode? Is there a point to the alien? Some people think I ramble on, but I am ramble on, and just go watch something else. Turn it off. For those that are still here, sitting there going, And then I got this big ass up there. It's my kaiju collection. Buttload of Godzilla movies. The original Godzilla, of course, the King, the real Godzilla. And then all the new ones, up to Shin Godzilla. Still want to get, if they ever put it out over here, which I'm sure will come out one of these days, Godzilla was it -1, I think? Yeah. Of course, you got the newer ones, Godzilla versus King Kong, and then, what was it, the last one? King of the Monsters. Kong Skull Island, Gorgo, Frankenstein Conquers the World. Just a lot of, kaiju giant monster movies. And then, of course, up here, I also put in the movie Monsters, which I like. Got Rampage with The Rock. I still haven't watched it. Need to. Big Man Japan, Message from Space. That's not a monster. That's not a kaiju film, but, it's Japanese sci-fi. So I get that sitting by Mysterians and Atragon. Big Man Japan, Death Kappa, Red Baron, Ultraman Collection, Iron King, Demi King, which is a very underrated film in my opinion. A lot of people pissed on that movie, but I love it. It's about friendship, and I think it's a beautiful film. Love it. Just unfairly maligned. Megadon, the Monster from Mars, Dark Soldier D, which is really, wow. That's very low budget. Guy's controlling a mech, fights all these weird monsters. He has an assistant who he's continuously beating up and humiliating. So the guy's he's a total prick. We have the Daimajian collection. I also have that this is the old Daimajian. Who put this out? Daimajian. It's the old big box Rubber Suit. I don't know. Oh, ADV Films put it out. I thought about trying to sell this, and I'm like, you know what? I don't think I am. It's really cool packaging, and the one I really like here, this is a badass collection. When horror came to Shochiku, which has the X from Outer Space, Goki, Body Snatcher from Hell, The Living Skeleton, and Genocide. All cool. Very post-apocalyptic. You could almost put that, I could almost put that in my post-apocalypse collection. And I got it sitting right next to Space Amoeba, Gappa, the Triphibian monster. That one, I remember seeing the trailer for the English dubbed one. Oh, God, it was funny. He's like, Gappa. And then right next to it, I'm still talking like that. Dagora, the space monster, rules. Veteran, the unbelievable. Rodan. Got all the Gamera films. Got that nice set that came out. What was it? Oh, God, I got them mixed up here. The Guardian of the Universe. Okay, that's right. I get the newer ones sitting next to old ones. All of them. Gamera 2, Attack of Legion, Revenge of Iris, Gamera the Brave, which was like the rebirth of Gamera. Very cool movie. It kind of feels like a kid's movie, but it's got some pretty violent graphic stuff going on. And this monster that he fights, but it gets pretty gory. Anyways, got a lot of kaiju, got a lot of comedy here. You know, you name it. A lot of comedy. Not really any of the dumb comedy. Well, Due Date's pretty dumb, but I really like that movie. I love Zach Galifianakis. But, you know, I got like Moonlighting season 1 and 2. We got Workaholics, the complete series. Absolutely love. We got the Eagle Heart, Chris Elliott, Get a Life collection. What's this? Oh, yeah, Steve Coogan, Rob Brydon, The Trip, all 4 of those, which those are some of the best movies ever. Very, very inspirational to me. In fact, they kind of gave me a kickstart of wanting to do voices again, and I still love doing that, man. I love doing voices. I'm trying to get... I kind of miss doing comedy, but at the same time, I'm like, I don't know. Last time I did it was just a bomb, and constantly people didn't get what I was doing. Like, whatever. I've been thinking about doing there I go again. Sorry, buddy. Been thinking about doing a stand-up thing by myself because I don't really like audiences, and does it matter what people think? Kind of, not really. So I'm just here talking about my movies, and you want to call this the narcissist review, or I don't know. See, I can't even think straight, man. I'm trying to concentrate here. I got my glasses off so I can actually read some of my titles. But moving on, got all the Duckmans. Got Ghostbusters 1, 2, and 3. I don't have the one with all the ladies. I want to see it. I know some people really trashed on it. I don't really care because I love comedy women. Yeah, I keep saying, I'm at a standstill. And I got a small ninja collection here. I put that right next to all my, Category 3 Hong Kong films. Got a lot of Hong Kong action. Got some martial arts stuff. And I got some Shaw Brothers. And, of course, sitting right here, which is funny, right next to all my Hong Kong films, you know, the old Ed Wood collection. Ed Wood Jr., who I freaking love his stuff. And his X-rated film, Necromania, which is really freaking hilarious. I mean, you want to see a porn where guys don't even have hard-ons. Oh, yeah, we're going on with the pride theme here. Not really, but hey, somebody might get excited, and that's pretty cool if you like hairy dudes with flaccid penises. And it's got Renee Bond in it. She's pretty freaking hot. She was hot. Very cute, sexy lady. And it's just a whole bunch of, you know, stuff here. Foxy Brown. What do I call this? I had a respect for Dolomite. I try not to use the word blaxploitation so much. I agree with him. Where's the blaxploitation? It's like, you got a point there, buddy. And he's one of my heroes. But you know, I got a bunch of Dolomite films here, including a really god awful Shaolin Dolomite, which is that the movie? I got it right in here somewhere. It's a really bad. Oh, there it is. It's a double feature. Kung Fu Theater presents Shaolin Dolomite and Black Samurai, which is Jim Kelly who rules. Shaolin Dolomite is one of the worst things I've ever seen. It's like they took scenes from some original Kung Fu movie and then they added in all these like drunk black guys. And it's bad, but I say it's watchable. Yeah. Maybe with a lot of alcohol, which of course I can't drink anymore, but hey, it's still, I got it because I love Rudy Ray Moore. So, and then I got all the Fukons, which if you want to see something really weird, it's a Japanese show and it's supposed to be an American family and they're speaking Japanese. It's just really weird because they don't really move very much and it gets really disturbing and it's awesome. The Fukons. Just a lot of stuff. You know, I got my Monty Python. I got the old box set, not the newer one, the slimline case crap. These are the original ones. Unfortunately, when I got it, I didn't get, what was it, Monty Python Live, so I had to get that separately. And then, of course, I got the Monty Python Holy Trinity collection, which you know those movies. If you're a Monty Python, you know what movies are in there. Just a bunch of stuff, man. Flight of the Conchords. First, like, is it the first 10? Nah, I can't even see. First 9 seasons of Archer. I'm so behind on that. Adventure Brothers. You know, I've got, look at down here, Hong Kong, Category 3 films on it, crazy stuff. Story of Ricky, Red to Kill, Untold Story, the Ebola syndrome. God, a lot of, I can't even, which one is this? Oh, this might be the cheap ass. Yeah, it is. Freaking Untold Story collection, bootleg, gray market bullshit from Asia Cult Cinema, which I'm definitely going to talk about them sometime, and that'll probably tick off some people. I don't really care. Anyways, it's 3 movies on one disc. And I remember I tried to watch it on my DVD player and it was all pixelated really bad. So I had to watch it on my Xbox 360 and you could actually see the picture, but it's just a freaking bootleg. They're still selling crap from like almost 20 years ago on their site. And I got ripped off by them. I still have it. It doesn't even play right, but got this Takeshi Miike DVD. End Girls versus the Vampire. And the guy was really cool at first because I got another movie from him. It didn't work right. He's like, I'll just go ahead and keep it. You know, it was a cheap movie, so I figured, why send it back? It was some ninja movie. It didn't even play right. It was all glitchy. So anyways, I get this movie. I was really excited about it. I never heard of it. And first thing I noticed, it was a DVD-R. I put it in, and then, of course, the last 10 minutes, it wouldn't play at all. It was really glitchy, all pixelated, really bad. And I told him, I said, hey, man, this doesn't work. And he never got hold of me. So, you know, you go ahead and beep this out to him. But fuck you, Asia Cult Cinema, and that really crappy book one of the guys put out. It's garbage. Half the reviews, I don't even think they know what they're talking about. I got that book $5, a special edition. Was it like Japanese cinema or whatever it was called? I still really liked their magazine, Asian Cult Cinema magazine, but their website, they have a lot of gray market crap on there, and it's stuff that got reissued, like actual legit DVDs and some Blu-rays. And what I find funny is they're still selling that crap on their site, and this is ridiculous. And I don't care. It really ticks me off. So, I don't know, I just ranted all about that, but it really sucks because I really liked those guys back then, and then they totally ripped me off. It was like, and that freaking Takeshi Miike DVD-R cost me, it was like $25 too, and not even a response, like, oh, we'll send you a new one, or send you, I would have even taken credit to get something else, but you know what, that's how cheap you guys are, and apparently they're still going. Still selling Anthony Wong bootleg, which is funny because that particular film that's in that cheap set you guys are selling, I have it. Taxi Hunter, that's on a legit, it's an actually legit frickin' DVD. It's not the Bonsai Entertainment crap, you know, those gray markets like that was it Sun Devil were selling years ago, which, yes, I did order from them. I don't want to be a hypocrite. I ordered from Asia Cool Cinema quite a bit. I knew they were great markets. My buddy let me know that. I was like, okay, I'm still going to get them because they're really nice quality. Subtitles, well, they played nice, but then last DVD I got didn't work right, and then that other one is frickin' ripped me off. So anyways, moving ahead, and I don't hate them, I don't wish them ill, but you guys suck. So there, and I don't really care if people hate. No, and I do have a bunch of old issues of Asian Cult Cinema, which I'm keeping because I do like the magazine. A lot of great writers. Great reference guide. Really well done. I'm not going to piss on you guys for that, but I will piss on your company, on your mail order company. So I don't really care. Any fans out there? Good. That's fine. They suck. That's all I'm going to say. But thankfully, most of the films I have here are legit. Wow. And a couple weird, I have an original Ebola syndrome, weird import bootleg, and then thankfully Discotheque Media re-released it, and I have that too. Of course, Unearthed Films, a lot of their messed up stuff over here. I get this section right here of really, you don't have to censor me here, Tim, effed up, I'll just say effed up movies, like, this is another freaking gray market. Like, oh my God, let me see, I don't think this is, I'm looking at, Grotesque from Japan. Oh, this is a legit, okay, sorry, Tokyo Shock. Hey, stop it. One of the nastiest, meanest movies I've ever seen in my life. We got it right next to, what is it, Kichiku Dai Enke, Banquet of the Beast, which is a really freaking nasty-ass movie. And that one, I don't think this company's around anymore, but Arts Magic DVD put out a lot of cool stuff. I got this as a double feature with it's like a CG animated, I can't even remember what it's called. I have it, I think. Oh my God, I gotta look. I think it's over in my anime thing. Anyways, I hope you're enjoying this, folks, whoever is still listening to it. But yeah, down here I got a lot of Japanese horror films. I've got some really cool, like one here, it's like a whole bunch of short films, Prayer Beads. I got Cursed Death and Spirit. Stuff like The Slit-Mouthed Woman. I have like two different versions of that because it's all based on the same urban legend. This one movie I got a while back, a couple of years ago, as a surprise. I wanted to see it really bad. It's another Tokyo Shock release, Black Rat. It's actually pretty cool. They were having some big deal going on with who was it, Shriek Show or something. So I ordered like Truck Stop Holocaust. That movie was not bad. It wasn't a Holocaust, but it was pretty cool. But yeah, a whole bunch of horror, Hong Kong action. And I got some random stuff, like a couple of Frank Sinatra movies, which I really like. Tony Rome. Got that movie Freaked, which is fun. Was Romance in the Stone and Jewel of the Nile. Mickey Droid, Robo Kill Beneath Disco Layla, which is one of my all-time favorites. A whole bunch of stuff. Tokyo Rampage, Uzumaki. I got a Region 3. That was one of the first DVDs I ever got. And then, of course, I got the U.S. Is this the U.S. release? Yeah, Elite. I don't know if this is actually official. It should be, but I don't know. Oh, I'm thinking of, The Night of the Living Dead, which, okay, I don't know, man. Just a lot of movies. A lot of horror. Oh, Carved. That's another one. That's like a slit-mouthed woman, too. Carved. Okay. I should put this right next to, this is ridiculous. So I have The Slit-Mouthed Woman. Okay, it was put out by the Salvation Group. This is really funny. And then, okay, I've never put these movies together. God, I'm a geek. And then next to it, Carved, The Slit-Mouthed Woman. Both Japanese. The Curse of the Woman with the Slit Mouth. The Children Are Disappearing. Black House. That's a Japanese one, I believe. And then there's, I think, a Korean. Yep, this is a Japanese movie, but apparently there's a Korean. I think they're both based on a book. I'd love to get my hands on that Korean one. And then, of course, one of my all-time very favorite movies with Chow Yun-Fat. I got some Chow Yun-Fat here. Freaking love The Seventh Curse. 88 Films put it out on Blu-ray, but unfortunately, I think it's like a Region 3. So, man. Need to get a region-free Blu-ray player. Take donations, thank you. a lot of stuff. Prayer Beads, which my best friend, rest in peace, Mike, got me turned on to. Prayer Beads is freaking great. This is like a 2-disc set. This is Japanese. A bunch of short stories, but they all kind of intertwine. Really kick ass. The Locker 1 and 2, which is really creepy. What do we got here? Shock Labyrinth. Some old, I think, is this Synapse? Oh, God, let's see. Who is this? Nope, Wilgo USA. This is one of their earlier DVDs. But anyways, Wilgo's put out a lot of cool stuff. Of course, Evil Dead Trap 1 and 2 re-releases on Blu-ray from the wonderful, as always, Unearthed Films. Yeah, wow. Swayze dancing, taught by Patsy Swayze. Special guest star, Patrick Swayze. I got that from one of my best friends, my friend Nantito. Sean gave that to me at my second to last Earwig show. He and this wonderful lady, Annalise, showed up right before I was about to go on to play, and he gave me this Patrick Swayze VHS. Actually, I have a really cool. It came with a black and white photo signed by, well, it's just a copy, but it's a really nice photo of him. One of my friends was like, "Woo, like that picture." Good old Swayze, man. But I've got some, Patrick Swayze movies. I got over here. I'm looking over here. It's a mix. What we got? Jean-Claude Van Damme, and then I got a bunch of Robert De Niro. My dad likes to refer to him as Robert De Niro. Still love you, Dad. Love you, Dad. But Robert De Niro is still one of my favorite actors. But I agree, the whole, politics crap, people blah, blah, blabbing. But still love his films. Bunch of Al Pacino. Even some of his romance films I like. Was it The Humbling? That's a great movie. Scent of a Woman. Love it. Then tons, something weird video here, all DVDs. I think a couple downstairs. You got the 2 Chesty Morgan Agent 73, which are absolutely ridiculous, low budget, really good times. Bunch of Herschel Gordon Lewis films, which I ended up getting the H.G. Lewis, the Arrow films Blu-ray collection, but it's nice having these are the old, really old, like cardboard case. Well, these aren't, some of them have the old cardboard cases. DVDs like Taste of Blood, Gore Girls. Oh my God. Wizard of Gore. Yeah, I got a bunch of John Waters here and a couple documentaries. I got actually 3 documentaries. I got Divine Trash. What is this one? I Am Divine, which, oh, wow. I got really teary-eyed. I almost cried watching that. And then the Midnight Movies, which is about 6 cult films, including Pink Flamingos. Rocky Horror Picture showing some of the great gems that I ended up getting all 6 of those films. Just a lot of stuff up here. The Forest, some of the old Code Red DVDs, Madman, The Redeemer. Got a Bava, the 2 Bava DVD sets came out years ago, which I'd like to get all those on Blu-ray because, especially when I watch Baron Blood again, the sound was just low, kind of bad, and no subtitles. I mean, it's in English. I wish it would have had subtitles because it was kind of hard to hear it, and I kept turning the volume up, my roommate doesn't care. He watches movies off and on, but, it's just kind of annoying for me because it's like, God, I can't really even hear it. Just cranked it up. A lot of Roger Corman films. Got a big Roger Corman collection here. Got the old Coffin Joe set with the 3 films. I ended up getting that Coffin Joe set from Arrow. Put money down on that. Took about 3 months. Finally got it. Was very excited. Still am. Need to get back into it. But, just got a ton of Blu-rays over here, way over there. I got a lot of Blu-rays. Because for a while there, Walmart used to have a $5 section, and then they jacked it up to like $6.76 or something like that, $6.67. Still a great deal. I got a lot of movies. Some I just took a chance on. Turned out to be really cool. Like, I don't know, when I got Waterworld, I watched it again, and I really liked it. In fact, I don't know if Waterworld's sitting in my post-apocalypse. I need to probably dig that out and put it up there, but being the nerd I am, I actually want to get the Arrow release of that because I really like it, Waterworld. But yeah, and then over there I got like about 130 zombie films. I mean, you name it. Everything from Night of the Living Dead to Praga Zombie, Mutant Zone, Biozombie, which I still have the old Hong Kong release, and then I got the newer one, which is really beautiful. It's got like a slip cover, and it's just, I love Biozombie. It's one of my favorite zombie films of all time. It's awesome. It's considered the first, I think it was like the first Hong Kong zombie film too, and it's an awesome movie. I love it. Watched it with my buddy Jarrett many times in the past. We're gonna have to do that again. It's been a long time. Ridiculous characters, just a really good movie. And then, I mean, a lot of zombie films up there. I got a lot of, let me get over here. Oh my God. Ow. Oh, my body hurts. I'll be ending this pretty soon. I know this is just kind of blah, 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 blah. So, I even have a lot of, I call this my zombie ghoul infected collection. But I mean, I've got everything from Hell's Ground to Mutants to Deadlands, The Rising, Deadlands 2, Trapped. Was a Blood Suckers from Outer Space. I got a movie called Toxic Lullaby. The Alien Dead, which is one of the greatest low budget. I love that movie. Ultra cheap. Zombie-geddon from Trauma. Pardon me. Oh, God. Gangsters, guns, and zombies. And they had this double feature, Slitmouth Woman. Oh, there we go, the third one. It's supposed to be more of a sexual film, but it's a double feature with a movie called Zombie Dead. I don't even know if I've even watched that. But I mean, I got a lot of stuff, man. The zombie section here's nuts. Dead Again. I got Hell Driver. I might get rid of that because I just found that on Blu-ray. I got it really cheap. But let's see, what version is this? Oh, it is the Uncut Director's Edition. Okay, it's the same one I have. I mean, I got it on Blu-ray. The guy that did this, I'm a huge fan of, like Tokyo Gore Police and Machine Girl. I'm trying to remember this gentleman's name. Now I can't find his name. But anyways, the guy that did this has done a lot of really crazy stuff. I love him. So this one, I might put that on my trade or sell list. A lot of zombie films, man. Reanimator, Dead Next Door, which is J.R. Bookwalter, man. You're a genius with that movie. That movie's like one of the greatest. I got Night of the Living Dead, of course. I just said that, but this is the reanimated one. Day of the Dead, Dawn of the Dead. I wish they would put that out in the U.S. on Blu-ray. It's like, oh, we got a UK special edition. It's like, where the frick is it's an American film. Why is it out over here, dummy? And then the old Millennium edition of Night of the Living Dead, which is cool because it has Night of the Living Bread, which is not on the Criterion. I have the Criterion release of Night of the Living Dead, which is a freaking beautiful, beautiful gem. I've been kind of going crazy collecting George Romero. With this old Season of the Witch, there's always vanilla double feature, old DVD on Anchor Bay. I'm going to keep that because I don't know, I like the cover and being a collecting nerd I am. I ended up getting the Arrow releases of Season of the Witch, and just not too long ago, there's always vanilla. I'd love to get the Blu-ray of Night Riders. I only put that in here because that's Romero. So Romero, I've kept all his films together here. But yeah, they're in with next to all the zombie films, like the Bruno Mattei, Hell of the Living Dead, Zombies, The Beginning, Island of the Living Dead. I got Dead Fury and City of Rot, which are two amazing animated, really weird animation. Unearthed, put those out, of course. Got a movie here, what was it? Zombies of Mass Destruction, of course, Return of the Living Dead. Freaking awesome. Video Dead. Night of the Comet, which, watching that again, yes, I freaking love that movie. And I'm going to tell you this right now on a side note. Night of the Comet, Kelly, come on, where's that beautiful girl? Please. Oh, my God. Kelly Maroney. I left a comment on her Instagram page recently, and I got to notice that she liked my comment, and I giggled like a schoolgirl. But yeah, anyways, I'm kind of blabbing here. This whole episode's been blah, 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 but a lot of freaking zombie films, Wormwood, and then the sequel. Wormwood is okay. They described it as Mad Max meets Night of the Living Dead, or it's like, it wasn't bad, but I don't think it was that greatest. I think a sequel's okay. The sequel, I think I liked a little better. It's just called, what is it? Wormwood Apocalypse, and then, of course, Shockwaves, which rules. Nazi zombies. They don't eat people, they just drown people. 28 days later, 28 weeks later, undead. Demon Summer, which are actually more like zombies. And then, of course, one here, the classic. Where is it? Oh, come on, Chopper Chicks and Zombie Town Rules. That's a classic, man. You get this weird bootleg from this really... I never met the guy. Apparently he's a cool guy, but Toxic Zombies. I think the deal was if you bought this, what was it? God, what was it? Cinema Sewer. I think it was it the first or second book? Anyways, if you bought it, his friend will hook you up with a copy of a movie that at the time was not out on DVD at all. There's a official DVD now, or Blu-ray of Toxic Zombies I'd love to get, but this is pretty special. I'm never going to get rid of this. This is a great... Toxic Zombies is a really bleak, creepy, just weird freaking zombie film. But yeah, I get a lot of zombie films. Staunton Hill is not a zombie movie, but that's over here because it's by my George Romero, because that's Romero's son, Cameron Romero. Of course, classic 80s, late 80s classic Dead Heat. Got Ghoul's School, 2 different releases of that. Yeah. And then, of course, my David Lynch collection, you name it, I probably get it. I've got Kiyoshi Kurosawa, got a lot of random stuff like Art of the Devil, 1, 2, and 3. Got a Sex Murder Art collection, which is the films of Jorg Butgereit. I haven't heard from him in a long time. I don't know. I think he dropped me. That's fine. Whatever. You're still cool. You make great movies, man. Glad you're such a Godzilla fan, because I am too. I love Godzilla. It's a mix. So that's pretty much, the gist of it. Oh, yeah, and of course, get a buttload of documentaries, bunch of random stuff. Got a bunch of animated films, a lot of Ralph Bakshi. If I could see what I'm looking over there. Of course, my holy shot on video collection. Got a lot of shot on video, extremely low budget films over there. Of course, Black Devil Doll from Hell and Tales from the... I can't even read it. Oh my God, I can't read that from here. Crocodilus, a friend of mine, my dear friend Meg from Florida, sent me that. Some friends of hers made that movie. That movie is really cool. It's a very low budget. Long Island Cannibal Massacre. They don't cut the lawn anymore. Weasels Rip My Flesh. I love that dude, Nathan Schiff, man. I wish they would release one of his films. I can't remember the name of it at the moment, but it's still not out. I mean, I got those 3 on DVD there, but I wish, that would... I can't remember the name of that movie now. It's supposed to be really crazy, too, super gory. But then, the gentleman I was talking about, I can't remember his name right now, but Machine Girl over there, and I got Horny House of Horrors, which is a really crazy Japanese movie. That's another weird gray market, but I've never seen a U.S. release of that. It's a bunch of hot women in a brothel, prostitutes, and these guys go to meet them, and they're actually cannibals. It's pretty cool. It's really fun. Killer Pussy, which is... I bought that from my friend Jose. It's from Doom Guts, the comic Doom Guts. Love that dude. Hope you're doing good, man. A lot of shot on video stuff, man. Of course, Cannibal Camp Out, and was it oh my God, I can't read from here. Barricade, which is a great German. My dear friend Manouche is in it. It's a really great kind of Texas Chainsaw Massacre, The Hills Have Eyes kind of horror film, Backwoods Family. Just, I'm looking up there, my massive, that's probably my biggest collection right there is my Takeshi Miike. I have 53 films by that guy. A lot of frickin', there it goes. And then my Christina Lindbergh collection. Got a bunch of Indonesia films. Got one on VHS. In fact, The Queen of Black Magic. I got that on DVD too, and I will not get rid of my. VHS. I got my David Cronenberg. I think I already mentioned that. A lot of comedy over here. Buttloads of anime. I love anime, man. There is my set. There it is. I was trying to remember. I know I had it. What is it? Something Narima and Daikon Brothers, which is great. Dokuro was a bludgeoning angel. Dokuro-chan. I got all the Dirty Pairs. Not the newer Dirty Pair Flash, but the original Dirty Pair. I love Kane Yuri, Fooly Cooley. Got a lot of oh my god. Masumi Shiro, a lot of his stuff. A lot of anime, a lot of live action. And of course, last but not least, over there, it's my freaking Evil Dead, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Shinya Tsukamoto, Nicolas Cage collection. And I think they have 46 or 47 Nicolas Cage films. And I got multiple versions of Evil Dead. I got Evil Dead 2, two different Army of Darknesses, and then I got what was it? The so-called remake of Evil Dead, which I don't consider a remake. You watch it, to me, it's a continuation because there's a lot of stuff in there that doesn't make sense. That why it would be a remake. With my friend's alleged wife, Jane Levy. She's beautiful, man. I agree. She is wow. I don't mean that as an insult, Diablo. You know what I'm talking about, buddy. Then of course, Evil Dead Rise. That was all right. I'll be honest with you, it hasn't really grown on me since I watched it. At first, I was like, "Oh yeah, it's pretty cool." It's not bad. It's just, But it is another story in the Evil Dead universe, and the way they explain something there is they can make other more Evil Dead films. It's not a remake. It's, it's cool. Blah. But, and of course, 964 Pinocchio and Rubber's Lover, and a young lady who I apologize, I forgot her name, but the gal that was in Tetsuo Iron Man and Tetsuo Body Hammer plays his wife or girlfriend, the first one, and then his wife in the second one. She made a couple films. Oregon and Id, freaking great films, man. Really crazy. Yeah. A lot of movies. A lot of stuff looking at my Savage Harvest 1 and 2, Splatter Farm, Cannibal. Very expensive film now. And I gotta tell you, that one I've only watched it once and it made me feel really sick based on the case where that guy wanted to eat somebody and this other dude wanted to be eaten, and they got together and he did devour, killed the guy, ate parts of him, went to prison. I don't know, I'm assuming he's still in prison, but it was a mutual agreement. But they supposedly cannibalism is outlawed in Germany, but that's also the country that, films like Das Kommen Brutal Duell is banned over there. And I don't know what violent shit is. I have that violent shit collection. I freaking love Andreas Schnoss. Hunting. It's not Hunting Humans. What is that movie called? Hunting. It's a zombie. It's another shot on video. Heiko. Was it Heiko Flipper? I don't know. I can't remember. I can't even find it. Of course, the ever great redneck zombies. So yeah, that's pretty much the gist of it. And I got a lot of cassettes up here, and they look around, a bunch of magazines, boxes of cassettes going back to like the 80s, from like 87. A lot of video games up here, stuff I play, some stuff I'm going to get rid of. In fact, I need to get this stuff together because I got invited to take part in a yard sale Saturday, so I got a lot of magazines I'm going to get rid of. And hopefully I'll have sold a bunch of a lot of anime magazines and video game magazines. And yeah, this is the place I like to come up here and play my guitar. And I got that digital 4-track Tascam device from my buddy Blaine. Thank you, dude. I'm starting to figure it out. So I only recorded like one little thing, like a 12-second song, but I'm going to be recording more stuff. New earwigs, conflagration, you name it, man. I've got a giant picture of Ginger here that I drew a long time ago and colored. I think I did it all on one night. Took me a while. She's really cute. She looks like a very cartoony anime girl. My little cat staring at me. Yes, I know. Just a lot of stuff. My trombone. Got a lot of posters up here and cardboard things. I got, Wonder Woman, Harley Quinn. I got a Night of the Living Dead poster with the little girl on the cover. I got Castle Grayskull. Got this big Batman. Is it Christian Bale Batman? I got that time bomb. A lot of weird sunglasses. Got a bunch of pairs of sunglasses just because I like weird sunglasses. I'm going to use them for eventually. One of these days I'll make short films again. It's a mess up here, but it's fun. Still got some VHS tapes. But like I said, I'll come up here sometimes and just dig through stuff. Or like, oh, wait, do I have that movie? And I'm like, oh, yeah, I do. And I'm still organizing. I mean, I hope to be in this house, another year after this, but we'll see. But yeah, this is, I would say, my happy place. Got my big old amp here. I don't know. Been a pretty boring episode, huh? But that's okay. It just goes on. Kind of know about what kind of movies I have, what movies I like. Hope to get more movies. I love movies. I have a lot of movies up here. I don't know how many I have. It's a lot of stuff, man. And, it's random. I do try to keep my stuff together. I got this, I just remembered my Korean section here. I have about 48 Korean films. And unfortunately, the host does not work in my PS4. I'm like, what? So I'm hoping to find that on Blu-ray. I love the host with that giant monster in the Han River. That's one of my favorites. Barking Dogs Never Bite's great. Save the Green Planet's one of my very favorites. Of course, Attack the Gas Station rules. The Chaser. And the Vengeance Trilogy, which my personal favorite is, I actually really like Sympathy for Mr. Vengeance. That's my favorite one. And then I Saw the Devil's great. The Witch. I need to get that sequel. Haunted Asylum. Was it called? Something Haunted Asylum. It's a found footage horror film. So, anyways, I've been kind of rambling. I think this is probably... this is the longest episode so far. And I hope you've enjoyed it. And I'm sure down the road I'll be talking about more movies, but I'll try to make it more exciting. But yeah, that was just... oof. I'm a movie freak. I'm a geek. I feel like the guy from Astron 6. What was that? I just watched the other day, Divorced Dad. But the guy that plays, I don't know how many people out there have seen it, but it's, the guys from Astron 6, rest in peace. Matthew Kennedy. And, oh, God, what's the other guy? Anyways, those guys did, I think I already talked about that show. Yeah, I did. But anyways, the guy that's supposed to be his co-host, he talks like this, and yes, I hope that you enjoy. That's how I feel like right now, because I'm zoned out, man. I'm going to go eat something and probably watch some Married with Children and go to bed and prepare for Wednesday, because I got to get up early, and I got 2 little cats I got to get downstairs. Ah. Anyways, hope you've enjoyed listening to this episode. The next episode should be a lot more exciting. And was this well thought out? Who cares? I don't. Honestly, don't. And the reason why I say that is I'm feeling a little better right now. Hopefully I'll feel even better after tomorrow. So thank you for listening to my show. And, got some upcoming episodes. Got the WTF Zombies one, which is going to be a lot of fun. I'll be up here again, except I'm going to be focusing just on, we're talking about the movies to me that defy the genre of zombies. So that includes, Nightmare City, Hell of the Living Dead, Burial Ground, Zombie 3, 4, and 5. And probably a couple others. I'm going to look through my collection, but I'm going to be right here talking about it. It's going to be more exciting than right now because I'm half asleep. So I'll probably have a cup of coffee with me so I get a little wired. It's going to be fun. Thank you for supporting my show. And, if you want to leave comments or anything, please check out, go to, what is it? BTP 1984.com, and that hopefully should link to the other one. But you can leave a comment, good or bad. You can say I'm boring. You can say you like the show, you don't like it, whatever. Suggestions, questions. Be very excited. And so, anyways, I'm gonna go before I fall asleep. So, yeah, man, everybody. And if you're my dream lady from outer space, like I said, I think I don't know if I said in the last episode, but I'll go ahead and say it right now. Please come down and visit me, please. I'm lonely. I love you. I miss you. I haven't had a dream about you in a while, so it'd be nice to hang out with you. So, yeah, this has been Charles the Bizarre Alien saying, stay sick, take care. Don't forget to change your underpants and keep the filth, as always. And keep watching the skies. We'll be back with another episode very soon. Thank you, Tim, for everything you do. Love you, brother. And everybody out there.
Beyond the podcast of 1984.
Beyond the podcast of
84. What is this?
It's Beyond the Podcast of 1984.
Well?
It's just BCA.
Better not be. I warn you, for many years, I have been training as an acrobat. Know a lot of tricks.
Well, then show us on btp1984.com.
Of course I wouldn't. Hey! Well.
BCA finds it very hilarious. Maybe you could tune in and listen to the show, btp1984.com.
Sure. What do you think I am? A fake?
Are you a diehard fan of Beyond the Podcast of 1984? Do you want to show off your love for the podcast in style? Well, look no further. Introducing our exclusive podcast merch line. From t-shirts that will make you the envy of all your alien friends, to hats that will keep you looking freaky while repping your favorite podcast. We've got everything you need to take your Beyond the Podcast of 1984 fandom to the next level. So don't wait. Head to btp1984.com now and grab yourself some podcast merch before it's all gone. And remember, wearing BCA's merch will automatically make you funnier and more attractive. Get your Beyond the Podcast of 1984 merch today and join BCA's podcast revolution.